It's a great day for a drive in the country, so why don't we get out and look for a back road and see what we can find? A country back road. We're on the Catterick Road. As we come down to the S-bend over the railway crossing, there's a set of old wooden cattle yards right alongside the road. When we filmed the Catterick Road episode of... When we filmed the Catterick version of the country back roads, we came to this corner and noticed that that little track went off there to the right, and so we sat down and had a look at some mapping and figured out, well, I wonder where it went. And it goes to a place called Hester, we think. So let's go and have a look and see what we can find. Now, it follows the railway line. It is actually a railway line service track. There is a better way around, or a longer way around, down the Hester Cascades Road, but we don't want to do that. I just want to check this track out and see where it goes, see how it goes, whether it goes and whether we're going to get there. Let's see what happens. You can see the railway line just running alongside us over there. Alongside of us, or running alongside of us, is the forest. The track does look fairly used, so whether the locals use it or not, I dare say they probably would. When we did the Catterick Road videos, there was a fair bit of property off on this side of the road, the right hand side of the road. And so I dare say that they want to access the back of their properties, maybe. I also wonder whether this road was initially part of an access track for the railway line. The railway line was closed down back in the 70s, I think it was. And sadly, it's just been allowed to go to rack and ruin. It's a pity that they don't use the railway line, or don't do up a section of it and use it for heritage type train trips. Run a heritage rail thing, but the government certainly won't be interested in that. The private operator's interested, well, they've got to get the okay to use the rail, and then they've got to actually fix it up, which is it would be rather expensive. There's trees down here that covered the track at one time by the looks of things. Railway winds its way through the trees down there. It's quite pleasant and peaceful in here at the moment. Hello, what's that? I see something. Edendale. There's a little track going up there. The miner's hat, well, hard hat on the post. This is the private property. Could well be. There were fires through the area further on in the last 12-18 months. This area here has escaped it at this point in time anyway. One would hope that that remains the case for the summer. There are tracks running up through the forest there, and I wonder whether in actual fact they are also forestry tracks. They don't look as though they've been accessed for a while though, so if a fire did break out, whether or not they would be all cleared. You can see where these trees are chopped down across the track here, and because this part of the track is obviously used, then the trees have been cut up and the track cleared. But some of the side tracks, the trees have fallen and they haven't been checked out by the forestry people or local farmers or whatever. If there's trees falling across the tracks, then that could create a problem. Should a fire break out, they need the tracks cleared to get the fire equipment through. There we go. Something going through at 400 miles an hour. Could well be a local. There's not a lot of places to pass. Just happened to be a little bit of cleared ground there. And if I had been in one of those vehicles, rather than the cruiser, then I probably wouldn't have been quite so keen to jump off and go up over the side there like that. They're probably thinking, who the heck is this person who's driving along our track? I suppose there's always the potential or the possibility that it is private property. But they didn't seem to be interested in stopping and checking me out, so we'll see. Ooh. Not to say I'm rather impressed. From back there I set Google to send me to Hester, and of course it was going to send me around the long way. As soon as I got onto this road, it immediately picked up, and the track is marked that that's where I'm going. So it's impressive, because we do hear a lot of Google sending people to the wrong place. There's the railway line right there. And there's a railway crossing. I dare say that's probably where that lady, I think it was a lady driving, came from. It's an impressive looking building over there. Go and have a look. So, did I fill the car up with flies? I parked right over an ant's nest, so God knows what I've been standing in. Blue pole, water ahead. So Google tells me I've got 2.1 kilometres to go. A little tree that's come down and been cut off. Again, the railway line running alongside of us. Water poured up to the right by the looks of things. Little low-hanging trees. Property down there with a dam or something. Tree across the track. We're going to get around that. Now it looks as though someone has made a track around it, so let's try it, see how we go. Careful, you don't want to stake a tyre on anything. No, I'll go around that one okay. Let's hope there's no more. Oh, someone's made a little rolling crossing there. Property through the trees on the other side of the train tracks down there. That is the back of Hester. We're 650 metres away. From Hester, that is. There you can see where that fire came through. Trees are nice and dark, blackened, and the regrowth happening. Horrendous fires in the eastern states at the moment, certainly in Queensland. Yeah, it's going to be another hot summer. We sort of hope that, not sort of hope, we hope like crazy that it's not going to hit us here as far as fires are concerned. It's sort of like hoping the sun doesn't come up tomorrow, isn't it really? It's going to happen. And here we are. Well, that wasn't so bad, was it? There is a timber mill or a plant of some sort on the right hand side of the road. Looks as though they make a fence post or something there. Timber traders. We'll have a look at that on the way back. And that was Hester. It would appear that this place treats timber to make it live longer, so to speak. Timber Treaters Bridgetown. This is the Timber Preservation Plant and Administration. This place is just a few kilometres out of Bridgetown, in the heart of timber country. So when those fires were happening, they would have been rather worried, I would think. It's the local rural fire brigade there. Again, we'll film this on the way back out. Yes, could quite comfortably live out here. going to take a little look around to the left here. See what we can see. Okay, so this is the first of the houses along this road. The shed. I'd like to know what's in there. Place has been burnt out. They didn't escape totally with that fire. And then it looks as though we're actually out of the immediate vicinity of Hester. So that was Hester. We're now heading back into Bridgetown. That road there, Hester Cascades, takes us back around to Hines Road, which is just back from where we started from, back at Catterick. Okay, so the idea here is to just follow this track along if we can. Should take us along the railway line pretty much. And we're not going any further by the looks of things, because there is a tree across the road. That means that, oh, can we get around it? Can we get around it? Let's have a look and see. Let's try it and see how we go. When we were filming the Catterick Road, we came through where Catterick is, and there was an S-bend over the railway line, and there was a set of old wood yards, old wooden cattle yards. on the right hand side of the car. This track should bring us out right alongside those wood yards. Get the kangaroos. That would be quite swampy through there, I'd suggest, when it's raining. And here we are, here's our cattle yards. And we're on the Catterick Road again. If you enjoyed this video, there are over 500 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when the next video is available. If you liked this video, hit the like button and feel free to share with your friends. Thanks for watching.